You know why I was feeling great about it, like smiling when you were sharing, because I am able to resonate with this thing. I don't run,
Hmm.
but one day,
Hmm.
one fine day, I was reading the book, The Everyday Hero Manifesto, by Robin
Hmm.
Sharma. So he mentioned a very small thing, which is like a very tiny
They're
habit.
charging.
Charging a lot, like it's not affordable for me
Okay.
for 1 hour. Like
Hmm.
they're
Hmm.
asking a lot of money. Maybe they saw the potential, or they saw like, okay, maybe she doesn't have the option, so let's ask her.
Hmm.
Kind
Hmm.
of stuff. Maybe he thought. So I refused that.
Hmm.
I am delighted to have you here today over my YouTube channel, and it's been a long time that we had our first session, right?
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you so much for inviting. And yeah, last time was amazing, and I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah, true. Yeah, sure. Me too. So, to begin with, first, I would like to congratulate you as you have completed your 10,000 subscriber over your YouTube channel with your sheer hard work and consistency. So, many congratulations to you.
Thank you so much, and congratulations to you also. You are doing great, and yeah, I think whatever we upload these days, we have to be consistent. So if we are doing that, obviously people will watch. So I think you are doing
Yeah.
great. I'm also trying. A lot of people are also trying. So yeah, it's a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. And thank you so much for that. Okay, so I think already many people have watched you over my YouTube channel, but still I feel that a lot of people are new to my channel and maybe are watching this video for the very first time. So for that, I would like you to give your short introduction.
Sure. So hello everyone. My name is Rawson and I am from Bihar. I graduated recently with English honors and now I have taken a gap year. I'm not pursuing masters. And I also have a YouTube channel called Rawson Escapes where I talk about English learning books and movies. So that's pretty much about me.
Amazing. Okay, so I would like to know first from you that you are the popular guy over my YouTube channel. Our video got 1.3 million views. So how
Hmm.
do you feel about it? And did anyone mention when they had conversation with you that they watched you on my channel or anything related to it, or how do you feel about it?
Yeah, I think because of that video, I got a lot of clients to teach English. So it
Wow.
was one of the reasons why I was able to leave my day job. Like in that video, I mentioned that I was working in a school, mostly because to pay my bills. I did enjoy the job, but working in a school is like a lot of pressure. You have to deal with a lot of paperwork, and especially if you're working in a private school, the pay
Mm-hmm.
is not good. And so, yeah, I wasn't enjoying doing that. Like apart from teaching, the thing about management was not something I was enjoying that those days. And I was thinking if my YouTube started working, I will leave my job. And that's where I started getting clients from. So yeah, I had a few clients, but from that video, I got like at least 15 to 20 clients.
Wow.
And and even people did mention when I was having conversation that I watched your video on Rajni's channel, and that's how I approached you. And also, I have read almost every comment on that channel. So I did make a video on that how people were reacting. Like
Mm-hmm.
people on the internet take so many things out of context. Like
True.
I still remember mentioning this that I'm a Muslim guy and I don't celebrate Chhat Puja. So I don't if nobody is inviting me, how am I supposed to celebrate it? So that was something in the comment box which I thought let's forget it. But yeah, in the beginning, I read all of the comments like when the video had around I think around a lakh views. So I used to see those comments, but there were nice comments also. So it made me feel good. And at the end of the
Mm.
day, I got clients. So those negative comments didn't matter much.
And that's great thing because everybody's perception for us is not gonna affect. It should not affect us because how they perceive is based on their experience and knowledge and understanding. So we cannot change that, but we can change the way we are going to, take ourselves seriously and take and fuel our things. So everybody gets those negative and positive both kinds of comments, and I also get at times, but I don't pay attention to anything because the clarity is already there that who am I and what am I doing these days. So that's great that you didn't pay attention to negative, and I would recommend everybody who's watching this that they should not take negative comments in people seriously. If and one thing more I feel about is that negative comments you get, or people comment when they are frustrated of something. For example, Roshan, if you are feeling happy and all the time energetic, you would say good things to people, right? You would not find
Yeah.
out their negativity or their loopholes or anything that they, maybe you would guide them, you would give them constructive feedback, but you would not say negative things if you are satisfied with
Hmm.
your life and happy and energetic. Similarly, it happens with me too. Like, so if people are there commenting in a negative way, it means they are frustrated of some or the other thing in their own life, or maybe are not satisfied, and that is why they share. So this thing I always keep in my mind, and I don't mind people if they share anything. Okay.
Yeah.
uh yeah.
It boosts your algorithm if they're writing anything, right? They need to get a life, and instead of giving feedback, they should work on themselves. At the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, they are pushing our videos, even if they write a bad comment. So, yeah. But you
Mm.
are absolutely right that they might be frustrated, they don't know what to do, and they're just trying to find loophole or trying to correct the mistakes of others.
I haven't seen happy and enthusiastic people are saying negative things about others. I haven't seen it yet. So that is why I understand it very well. Now, okay. So what are you these days learning? Like major focus. Where are you focusing majorly these days?
Except English, my major focus is on learning to edit videos. Like I have been
Okay.
waiting forever to get a new laptop. I did order one, a customizable one, and
Mm-hmm.
because of that customization thing, my order is delayed. So I have been waiting it for like two, almost 1 month now, and it will take another 15-20 days. So
Okay.
yeah, my whole focus is now on editing, like writing also. I do focus on writing, and these are two main things, writing and editing. So let's see
Okay.
if I'm able to learn better in upcoming
Mm.
year. So major focus is on these two things.
Wow, amazing. I would say editing, I'm not majorly focusing. My brother does that. I do just add captions to my videos.
Hmm.
Apart from this, the writing is something I'm also like, I'm aspiring to become a good writer, but still, I don't enjoy it yet. When I start writing, I enjoy, but I have to push myself a lot to start even. Like it's really difficult. I
Hmm.
don't know why I'm reluctant to do it. Anyways, that's great that you are focusing on these two things, because ultimately these are going to help you in both the journeys, like becoming very good YouTuber, famous YouTuber, when you have great editing skills. At the same time, when you enhance your writing skills, it ultimately reflects when you speak, right?
Yeah,
Amazing.
100%.
Okay, and what's the next plans for YouTube? I have seen you recently teaching maybe with the blackboard, the green board. Yeah, so
Yes, yes.
what are you planning
Actually,
next? Mm-hmm.
I will continue the kind of videos I'm making right now. What you saw there, it was not that I was teaching. It is just to show that what I'm going to talk about in my video. And there is a
Mm-hmm.
series I have been creating where it is called a spoken English series, where I talk about one
Okay.
single topic in context. Like I talk
Okay.
about sentence structures, format, vocabulary, and then a lot of conversational questions. And
Mm-hmm.
in the introduction part is done on that green board because I like writing with chalk. That
Wow.
that board has both things. Like you can write with a marker and you can
Oh.
write with a chalk. But I worked in a school for almost 2 years and I really enjoyed writing with the chalk. And I had a similar the whole school had similar board, so I'm quite fond of writing on that board. So that's why I'm using that. And the plan is very simple, to pump as much as content possible and see
Hmm.
if I'm able to bring anything new.
Mm-hmm.
uh, my machine is failing, like whenever I go edit on my laptop, it crashes like multiple times. So that's why I haven't been able to pump as much content I want to, or the
Mm.
kind of videos I want to upload. But yeah, I'm trying, I'm managing somehow. So as
Yeah.
soon as I get my new laptop, I think I'll try more videos. I'll try to make different videos.
Mm.
And this kind of video will be also
Conversational
there,
too.
like conversational videos. Yes.
Mm. Mm. Great. Yeah. I also sometimes struggle with PC and camo, and also I am planning to purchase a new webcam for me so I can easily
Hmm.
conduct these sessions. Okay,
So is it
so
your laptop's webcam or is it a separate one? The one you are talking
like
right now?
I have connected my phone's camo with the PC's camo, so it's my brother's PC
Hmm.
and I have connected to this. So it's not
Yeah.
my laptop. So I want to purchase some one webcam so I can use it
Hmm.
for that
Yeah, I was
with
also
my
thinking
laptop.
of that, but what I do, I keep my camera separately, like my phone, and while editing, I just combine both of it. So it doesn't take
Oh.
much time, but yeah, if you have a webcam, it is
Hmm.
nice. Like you don't have to put that extra 1 minute. You can directly start recording.
It's not about extra 1 minute. It's like sometimes it doesn't connect. Like I have booked the session and then the person waits for 10 minutes and I'm not able to connect this PC with my
Okay.
phone's camo and it doesn't, and it like bothers me like not like in a negative way, but still it like if somebody is waiting already for 10 minutes and then you say that, okay, I would not be able to conduct the session today because I'm facing this problem, and it happened with
Mm-hmm.
me multiple times, so that is why I'm frustrated with this thing. Otherwise, the quality is great and everything is perfect in it, I
Mm-hmm.
feel. But sometimes it bothers. And I'm planning to invite different creators now over YouTube. So if you are already inviting somebody and then you tell them that, okay, wait for 10 more minutes, or I would not be able to do it. So that doesn't look,
Yeah. Yeah.
professional and good. So that is why I'm
Mm-hmm.
feeling that I should focus on this problem and I should bring
Yeah.
one.
If you can replace it, then 100%.
Yeah. So that is why. Okay. So apart from YouTube, is there anything that you are working on these days? Like, do you work somewhere else now?
No, no, no. I'm doing it full time from home. Like I
Okay.
teach in one-on-one sessions and group sessions.
Mm-hmm.
So like my day is divided into different parts because of those classes. And apart from it, I work out like regularly. I go run. So if that counts as working, so I do that. Like I don't really enjoy running, but that's something like I am staying 5 days in this room. So in the evening I go out run. So that makes me feel really good. I meet my friends in the evening. So
Hmm.
yeah, apart from like I'm trying to build whatever I can from this room or whatever resources I have at the moment, and I think
Hmm.
it is sustainable at the moment, but I do want to like get more engagement or more content out there so that people can know me that what I'm doing. I think I'm not
Hmm.
able to market in the manner I want to.
Hmm.
Maybe I'm just making excuses that my laptop is not working, but it is one of the reasons.
I understand it. Yeah, it feels sometimes that we are making excuses, but still, that is a problematic thing. And running is really therapeutic. I feel going out in the evening. I also prefer not exactly out, but in my house itself, I'm able to walk outside. So I just go for evening walks for an hour every day.
Hmm.
In the morning, I do just yoga, breathing exercise, which helps me unwind and feel energetic throughout the day. So,
Hmm.
who inspired you to start running, and how long have you been doing it?
Honestly, if you are watching this part, then you should definitely check this guy out. Like I don't believe in external motivation. Like if I watch Sandeep Maheshwari, I'll feel really motivated. I'm not that kind of guy. But
Okay.
there was a time in my life like I was doing nothing. I it was in my first year of college. Like I was just staying home, I wasn't studying,
Hmm.
I wasn't focusing on learning anything. But I used to listen to podcast a lot. And then one day, out of nowhere, I was introduced to this guy called David Goggins.
Okay.
So I was watching this episode on Joe Rogan podcast, David Goggins. So he was talking about how running made his life a lot better. So I thought, let's give it a try. You won't believe how nice I felt, like just going in on the ground, running, body weight workout, and it started changing my whole personality. All I did was talk about running with my friends. This is how much I ran today, and from that time, I have never taken any break. Yeah, like I do stop because of the weather, but I every week I always show up at least 3 to 4 days. Every week I run for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and it makes me feel good. Like I can listen to a good podcast or audiobook. So not just my health, I'm just also trying to, listen to the things which I want to, which I'm not able to do when I'm here distracted. But when you are running, some good book is there, or if you're listening to a nice person, then running feels a lot better. So I was inspired by that guy. I took
Mm-hmm.
some inspiration from him. I started showing up every day. And then there is another guy, Dr. Huberman. He also talks about the importance of staying healthy, working out, running, lifting
Mm-hmm.
weights. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to also get into that. Hopefully, as soon as I get my body weight on a sustainable level, I'll start lifting also.
You know why I was feeling great about it, like smiling when you were sharing, because I am able to resonate with this thing. I don't run,
Hmm.
but one day,
Hmm.
one fine day, I was reading the book, The Everyday Hero Manifesto by Robin
Hmm.
Sharma. So he mentioned a very small thing, which is like a very tiny habit, but it is so powerful. Incredibly, it's powerful. And that is
Hmm.
movement. When you are
Yes.
frustrated, when you are uh, unclear, doubtful, you are sad, depressed, nothing is working, and you're not able to see clearly what is going on, you're not able to find a way, find a solution or answer of anything, start walking.
Hmm.
Walk
Yeah.
and walk and walk. And he shares like he loves walking in forests, but I don't have
Hmm.
that here in Rajasthan.
Yes.
But it's like he mentioned that movement is really mandatory to declutter your brain and bring the focus back. Okay, so
Yeah.
as you mentioned that when you run, you listen to some audiobook or you are super focused, and I am too. Like when I walk for an hour in the evening, I feel
Hmm.
super focused, energetic, and I listen to my favorite YouTubers, and I am like, wow, it's like a great time of my like entire day is great for me already. But in the evening when I walk, I stay focused, I learn a lot of things, and I'm able to comprehend everything whatever I'm watching or listening to. So I really agree with it that yeah, it works, and it works like wonders. So everybody should pick one or the another thing that can bring that energy into them, right, and fuel them.
Yeah. 100%. Hundred
Amazing.
percent. Like, uh, I'll give you this another example. A lot of people wait for the perfect time that once I get this job, once I have enough money to arrange all the dieting food. Because in middle class family, I understand this struggle of having a balanced diet all the time, you
Yeah.
know, and
Yeah.
especially to convince your mother, I need this, I need that, if you're living with them. So, like I was also thinking that way, but once I started moving, everything started making sense. And earlier I used to wait for my friends. If they didn't pick up the call, I didn't run. But now it's like I show up almost 5 days, 4 days. And it is also the best part of my day. Like after working, I go, I just run. So guys, just move your body and things
Hmm.
will make sense.
Yeah, I walk barefoot in the sand. Like these days, it's cold even, like a little bit cold weather. That is why. So I feel so relaxing, and after that, I dip my foots in warm water. So it's like wow, it's really amazing. For I don't know how, but it is helping me a lot. I don't know how it would sound to other people, but yeah.
Hmm.
And there is no perfect time for anything. And one more thing I recently learned is that people wait for the motivation, and it's not like when we feel motivated then we will do these thing, but it's
Hmm.
like opposite. First do the thing, take the action, and then you will feel motivated. And it
Yeah.
happens, I think you would also relate that first when we take the action, we have to push
Hmm.
ourselves. We take the action and then it works, and then we feel motivated about ourselves only already. And whenever you are doing something and there is a failure, there also you learn a lesson, and you have the kind of new belief system for yourself that okay, something is there that I tried, right, and it worked
Hmm.
for me. So I think similarly, like there is no perfect timing, and there's no like motivation on platter already, you have to build it.
Yes. There are days when I don't want to run. Like
Mm.
almost every second day I don't want to run. But I take my bike there. I just steer out nowhere. I'm just standing there. Like, should I run? Should I go home? Should I run? Then I tell myself, अब आ ही गया तो दौड़ लेता हूँ. So you have to show up. Like if you have a place, Like,
Mm-hmm.
this area is for running, and if you're showing up every day, it's
Mm-hmm.
like our desk. Like, even if you don't want to work sometimes, if we are on our desk, then yeah, you see your laptop, you see your notebooks. So you will start working. So it is also similar to that. If you're showing up every day,
Mm.
then you will work.
Absolutely. Okay, that's all about your evenings, right? What how your mornings look like? Like what do you do in the morning to feel energetic and focused?
Uh, I'm a very lazy person. So these days, like, I'm sleeping very late. So I'm waking up also very late. Earlier, I was waking up around 6, 7, but now
Mm-hmm.
sometimes 8, 9. So
Okay.
mornings are lazy these days, especially for the last 1 month.
Okay.
And I don't eat anything, I don't do anything. I just, after getting fresh, like taking a shower or getting fresh, I just sit and work. And once around 12, 1 o'clock, I eat like brunch, lunch, and my
Hmm.
breakfast together. So I don't eat anything in the morning, and that keeps me fresh,
Hmm.
energetic. If it
Hmm.
makes sense to you guys, because if people don't eat in the morning, they don't feel fresh. But I'm opposite. If I'm eating something, I feel
I feel
sleepy in the
lazy.
afternoon. So
I resonate
yeah.
with it.
So I
Hmm.
don't eat anything in the morning. Just after getting up, getting fresh, I just do some work and yeah,
Hmm.
go move on with the day.
Yeah, recently I have also stopped eating in the morning. Like I used to have my brunch. Like you have it around 12. I used to have around 11, 10:30, 11 always, always.
Hmm.
But now I stopped. Like
Hmm.
around 9 to 10 or 10:15, I take a group class in the morning and then I go for fruits. Like I'll have fruits. So I can just work and I keep drinking water until afternoon. So in the afternoon, I'll have lunch. So if I have my food in the morning around 11 or 11:30, I'd feel sleepy and my body would ask me, scream. It would scream that, okay, I want
Yeah.
to take rest. I want to take rest and want to sleep. So that is why I thought
Hmm.
to just till afternoon, I should work properly and should eat in the afternoon. And then after eating, like after having lunch, I can take a break and then I can restart the work. So that is why
Yeah.
I am also now trying to make a proper plan for diet too, so I can really be energetic, focused, and feel uh, young. Like I am young still. Like sometimes you are young but you are lazy than the even elders in your family. Like my grandmother doesn't seem like that much sluggish, but at times I feel so. That is why
Yeah.
for my
Yeah. It
skin
is
too,
also the
it's mandatory
lifestyle.
to, yeah, follow certain things. So that's great. But I still wake up early and I go to bed early too. I'm an early riser
Hmm.
and I do some breathing exercises too in the morning. And that time also I just drink water, like warm water with the lemon. That's what I
Hmm.
follow. A few things I'm trying to incorporate in me. So to I can
Yeah.
be like, when you want to be somebody, you have to train yourself or your subconscious mind to
100%.
already accept that kind of personality. You would agree with it, right? Um,
Exactly.
yeah. Okay, so moving forward, you are already an avid reader, so I'm curious to know what kind of books are you reading these days?
Guys, and I don't read anything smart. I just read for entertainment. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I think I have mentioned this countless times that whatever I'm reading, it is just to get rid of my phone. So I always pick fiction, fantasy, and I tell myself that, I have to read something good, something that can, be productive.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm always failing at that. So recently I was reading a science fiction series called Three Body Problem, and that was
Okay.
amazing. It blew my mind. It was just so entertaining that I wasn't able to put that down. And today
Oh,
I'm starting this one. It is called
okay.
Mistborn by Brandon
Mm-hmm.
Sanderson. It's another trilogy, and I think there are a lot of books. It's a series. So I'm a kind of person who likes to invest a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that I'm reading short novels or short stories, because
Wow.
I'm more into, like, I'm a character guy,
Mm-hmm.
world building character. So, and this author Brandon Sanderson is so good at that. Like, if you read
Mm-hmm.
his work, it's a just huge world, and you need to invest a lot of time, but it is just worth it. You are entertained, you are inspired, and there's so
Mm-hmm.
much to learn. So yeah, I'm still reading fantasy fiction, and hopefully I'll start reading this one today.
Amazing. Okay, I watched one of your videos Many months ago, I would say, and I purchased the book that you recommended, Four Agreements, and I read that, and I loved the book, The Four Agreements
Which
About
one?
Life. Four Agreements.
Four Elements. Did I recommend that?
Yeah, I can share even your video back to you.
I
you
know.
you were standing in front of your that bookshelf, and you were maybe
Hmm.
you were just rearranging them, and that time you
Hmm. Hmm.
started talking about. So maybe I don't know,
I
but
haven't
I
read
am
Four
sure
Agreements.
about it. Yeah, I'm sure about it that you recommended that Four Agreements, and I took it very seriously. Immediately, I just went on Amazon and I put it on in bucket list, and later I purchased and I read. Even I recommended the book to many people after that. Many people.
Hmm.
Okay, great. So as you mentioned that you love spending a lot of time with books, so how many hours in a day you read?
It's not fixed. Like it depends on the kind of prose I'm reading.
Mm.
If it is very easy, I can go for hours and hours, like if I'm sitting and just enjoying it. So
Mm.
there's no time limit. But if the book is difficult, I take break. I'm not
Mm.
able to concentrate. So usually I read at least for 2 hours on a regular day, like before sleeping, or if listening counts, so that's like another 30 minutes. Because these days
Mm.
I feel like instead of music, I'm enjoying audiobooks. Like earlier, I was listening loud music. If I was running, I needed a lot of powerful music, rap, or
Mm.
like a lot of anything loud worked for me. But now it has to be an audiobook. So
Mm.
yeah, 2 hours on a regular day, I'm reading like 2 hours. It's not that I'm sitting and reading continuously. Like there are
Okay.
breaks for 15
Mm.
minutes, 10 minutes. So
Mm.
the trick is very simple. Instead of scrolling, I have to read something. And what I read, it doesn't require much concentration. That's why I'm able to hit like 1.5 hour, 2 hours on a regular day.
Yeah, you enjoy reading, no? That is wise. But people have the problem that they don't even get and they don't have the habit and they don't enjoy, that is why. And 2 hours is
Hmm.
incredible, I would say. At times I read 2 hours, at times I don't even read at all. So it's like again be based
Hmm.
because of my mood, like, and if I don't get, I also quit that reading. And nowadays, even simultaneously, I read 2 to 3 books simultaneously. But these days, I'm reading
Yeah.
The Mountain Is You. Um,
Hmm.
Sometimes, for the last week, I didn't read anything. So when I'm in the mood of reading something, then I pick back and I start reading. Because these days, particularly, I'm focusing on my pronunciation. So I focus on practicing that too whenever I have time. So
Yeah.
that is why. But in between, whenever I'm in the mood to read, then I pick a book, and I don't read like many hours, like 15 minutes to maybe 30 minutes in a day. Okay.
Hmm.
Another thing about you is that you are into movies and web series a lot. So, what you
Hmm.
have currently watched or watching these days
And other thing, guys, like I feel very guilty while when
about
I'm
what?
watching web series these days. I don't, it feels like I'm just wasting my time. I've just watched too much content. So like I'm trying to not watch anything these days. Only
Okay.
movies on weekends, like every weekend is a movie day for me. So
Oh.
only on weekends I watch, and I watch like whatever I feel like. There is no,
Mm-hmm.
I have a big watch list by the way. So I pick randomly. Like today I'll watch this movie. And if I talk about particularly what I watched recently, I
Mm-hmm.
rewatched one of my favorite anime. It is called Attack on Titan. It is very popular, but it is something which I have watched multiple times, and it makes me feel good all the time, like whenever I'm watching. So Attack on Titan, and there is an American show called The Sopranos, I guess. Yeah, I hope I'm pronouncing it correct. So I watched the first 2 seasons. It was
Mm-hmm.
entertaining, but I said, it will continue for like 10 more seasons. So I said it's time to take a break. I did
Mm-hmm.
that, but yeah, I'm watching movies on a regular basis. And one movie I'll highly recommend. It's not related to English, guys. A movie called Homebound. It's an Indian movie by the director of
Homebound.
Masan, and it is a great portrayal of what is happening in our country related to caste, jobs, and a small town. And it also portrayed the situation of COVID when a lot of workers were stuck in states like Gujarat, Surat, cities like
Mm-hmm.
that. So do check that movie out, Homebound.
Okay, great. So, can I know the reason behind watching that particular anime multiple times? Like, what inspired you or what captivated you to
Mhm.
watch that again? Any one message or one thing if you can share with us?
Yeah, sure. Like I mentioned that I'm more of a character guy. So
Mm-hmm.
in that movie, there are really complex characters, and it deals with a lot of heavy themes like war, depression, mental health. So, and also, there are layers of it. Like, and I think if you are rewatching something, you are able to find the metaphors or the layered meaning. And I think I'm
Mm.
able to do that. So I think I have watched it 4 times. I know, guys, I have a life, but it just makes me feel so
Oh.
good whenever I'm watching. So, like every year, there is a time when I get this urge that Roshan, it's time to watch it. And I do that. And there are other shows also. And Attack on Titan is a really popular one, so people might feel that, I don't want to watch it because it's too popular. But it is good. And
Mm.
I think when, anime is like Japanese animation. That is called anime.
Mm.
And they are adapted from a comic called manga.
Yeah,
So when I was
manga.
reading that manga,
Mm.
uh, I think I did get the story, but when you are watching something animated, then it's a different thing. Then there is voice
Mm.
acting, the music. So for me, more than manga, this Attack on Titan anime works. So it is funny, it is inspiring, if I can say that. But at the same time, I do like to watch those characters. So
Mm.
that if that makes sense, only characters. I watch it for characters.
That perfectly makes sense because I have one of my friends. She's also very much big fan of watching animes, reading mangas, and yeah, she also likes to watch more than reading. Even when she gets ready in the morning for office, that time also she keeps her laptop on the bed and watching. She's
Mhm.
like into it entirely, like, and she waits for the Saturday and Sunday weekend because weekend is entirely off.
Mhm.
So entire Saturday and Sunday she like watches that. She's into it entirely, like using headphone and just focused. So I get
Mhm.
it. Okay. So you have already mentioned that the movie that okay, so are you doing something related to improving your vocabulary or pronunciation?
See, I have never paid, you know, extra attention to improving my vocabulary because
Okay.
the kind of media I consume, it is in English, like majority of them, 90% of them. Even if
Mm.
I'm not watching anything in English, if it is a foreign language, then there is subtitles. So let's say if I come across a word, I just take a screenshot and try to guess the meaning. If I don't, I just Google it and get to know the meaning. So I don't have
Mm.
any separate time for that because I have just surrounded myself with the language. And yes, about pronunciation, I get it. So, like, I did mention that I'm reading 2 hours on a regular
Mm.
basis. So,
Mm.
I do it in the breaks, like 15 minutes. So, sometimes I read loudly. Sometimes I try to record myself and listen to my on on words, how I'm pronouncing. So, that's what
Wow.
I'm doing, like reading loudly. And I do
Mm.
correct myself if I'm making any mistakes, if I can
Mm.
identify, or if I listen to others how they are saying the words. So, I do that.
That's great. And yeah, some people don't like to learn them separately. Earlier, I also didn't like much, like learning words I was doing, but not focusing
Hmm.
much on pronunciation part. But these days, I am inclined towards it. And I love teaching the same thing to my students too. So they also enjoy and learn with me and feels good to teach them the
Hmm.
correct pronunciation. It helps me to improve and register the correct pronunciation in my subconscious. So last question I would like to ask you is that what about your Sasta podcast? Are you doing or have you stopped or
Yeah, it's a very sad thing that I'm not doing such a podcast because I do want to record videos, but there is nobody to record with. Like all of my friends, they are already on the channel, and I think I have mentioned it so many times. Like I am from a village, so there's not many people who can talk in English, right? So it's difficult to approach people from different towns, and I can't travel, just
mm,
to record a video, to record a podcast. Like I can go to, like a town 100 kilometers away, but I don't think it's worth it to travel 100 kilometers just to record a video. So that's why I haven't been able to. But in future, if I'm able to move in a different city, different town, then hopefully
Hmm.
it will continue.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
by the way, I did watch your podcast. Like, I don't remember this name, but how did you start this? Like, did you approach
Uh,
anyone, or
yeah.
was it in your own town?
Yeah, like I am also living in a village, but I'm very close, like near to the city. It's
Hmm.
just 9 to 10 kilometers from here.
Hmm.
So the person is from my school. I didn't know, but I found him over Instagram, and I one day I got his a lot of advertisements while watching, and then one day my brother
Hmm.
said that he is the same person who met you in the school, and he is your senior. And then I like,
Okay.
oh my God. And he mentioned about his office and visit and all the things and courses, like he runs a marketing agency.
Hmm.
So I heard, okay, let's start a podcast with him. So I talked to him over Instagram, and then he said yes, and we visited him, and then we recorded. Luckily, when I visited him, he mentioned that he's very one of his friends has the studio, so we went there and recorded the podcast. So
Okay.
again, I'm planning to record. I this weekend, like on Sunday, also I did one. I recorded a podcast with
Hmm.
yoga trainer, so that I think today itself in the evening around 5 I'll upload that. Still, I
Hmm.
have to do the caption part. So I'll do it after this session, after one more class, and I'll upload that. So maybe I'll continue, but not sure how many in a month. I'm trying to at least record two podcasts in a month. Again, it's difficult
Hmm.
to find people because I am like very near to the city, but the thing is that I would like to record a podcast in English because my audience is for that, right?
Yeah.
I'm not
Hmm.
sure if I bring people who's present they themselves in Hindi would. I think now as we are content creators, so we have to keep that also in mind that what my audience wants to watch, right?
Correct.
So that also is a concern. So it's quite difficult to find people who can, speak and talk in English. That is the
Hmm.
challenge. Let's see. But yeah, I'm doing.
And what about the studio? Is it your? Have you made your own studio,
No,
or are you
no.
still going to that place? Hmm.
I didn't record the second podcast in the same studio. One of my close friends has his own office, so he offered me. Even the first person I
Okay.
had my podcast, he was also like, you can record your podcast at the weekend in my office. There's no issue. So that is,
Hmm.
I'm grateful that everybody's ready to help me already. They're asking me to come and do. So it's like that, and grateful that have
Yeah, that's
people who
good.
are already. So that is not a problem. Like everybody who meets me is ready to give their office and things to me. That okay, you wanna do this, do that. Here you can do in
Yeah.
my office here. So this is not a thing, but studio, I asked the same studio to record my next podcast, and they're charging a lot. Like it's not affordable for me
Okay.
for 1 hour. Like they're
Hmm.
asking a lot of money. Maybe they saw the potential, or they saw like, okay, maybe she doesn't have the option, so let's ask her, kind
Hmm.
of stuff maybe he thought. So I refused that.
Hmm.
I'm not going to record podcast here. I would find another place. So if that is not going to
Yeah.
happen, like if I don't have any office too, still I can do in any restaurant or somewhere else,
Yeah.
right? We can
100%.
give a rent to them, and
Hmm.
there we can do. So why would I pay that much to this? Main focus is to bring the right content. So that is a
Correct.
challenge to
Correct.
find correct people, maybe. Let's see. But grateful that things are
Yeah.
okay. But I was not doing continuous. Like I did my first, but I took a very
Hmm.
long break. So I did this weekend, the second one. Our meeting is going to end in just 1 minute, and I would like to say that thank you so much for showing up and sharing your insights with us and giving your valuable time.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
It
See
was
you.
lovely
Bye.
talking to you. Yeah. Bye bye. Have a great day ahead.
Bye. You too.
Yeah. Thank you.